Everyone, I'm David Breslauer, one of the founders of Bolt Threads and its Chief Science and Technology Officer. Bolt is a biomaterials company where you're focused on consumer apparel and ingredients for consumer products. We make microsilk, that's how we started, a recombinant spider silk protein made in with fermentation using yeast. We make bee silk, which is a spider silk based protein that's a replacement for plastics and personal care products, as well as Milo, which is currently by far our most popular material, which is a mycelium based leather replacement. Mycelium being the roots of a mushroom. So not the fruiting body, not the part of the mushroom that you eat, but the roots of the mushroom. For all of our materials, all the materials that Bolt Threads makes, our approach and our expertise is really in making materials that grow from renewable resources and biodegrade back into the ecosystem, back into the environment. We look to what materials nature has evolved over its billions of years of evolution, and we try to figure out how to harness them for consumer uses, particularly when there are so many materials out there that we don't currently use with agricultural processes like super strong spider silk and stuff like that. But then how do we harness those for industrial scale? So remember, a natural ecosystem is already circular. The materials, say, in a forest grow on the nutrients in sun, the nutrients in the air, and the nutrients in the soil, and continue to regenerate, decompose, and regenerate. The microfiber problem that we're all here to talk about and think about is particularly complex, and I think must be addressed from a number of different angles. Bolt's expertise is materials that biodegrade. However, that's just one angle, one approach to the problem. Obviously, biodegradability doesn't clean up the plastic that's already out there. We know microplastics are everywhere, and plastic microfibers are pretty much everywhere at this point. And making biodegradable materials doesn't solve the fundamental problem of microfiber shedding. So actually microfibers coming off your clothing, whether it be in the wash cycle or now is more recently discovered just through outdoor activity. And then recently, cellulosic microfibers, so that's biodegradable fibers made of cellulose, whether it be cotton or tencel, lyocell, rayon, have been discovered in deep sea ocean trenches and ocean vents. So, one has to ask, if your product generates microfibers, where are they accumulating and do they biodegrade in that environment? So is it landfill? Is it salt water? Is it fresh water? Is that with oxygen, without oxygen, with light, without light? And all of that depends on how the material is used and the waste streams that the products fall into. Now, because this issue is so complex, frankly, I haven't found a consumer brand that yet feels confident to commit to any one approach to address microfibers. And again, that's acknowledging that I'm saying biodegradability is our expertise. It's not necessarily the end-all be-all solution for this problem. Reduce, reuse, recycle are in that order for a reason. It's a hierarchy of efficiency. Reduce your consumption, reuse your stuff, and then recycle it if you can. I'll throw biodegradability in there. So reduce, reuse, recycle, and then biodegrade. And most of the brands I've spoken to, they focus on reusing and recycling. And that's because most of the potential solutions are farther along or better understood than all these nuances is biodegradability that we're only just beginning to understand. So part of the reason I find this challenge so exciting is because I hope it educates and encourages people from all different areas to pursue their approaches to address microfiber pollution. There's not going to be one answer. There's probably going to be a number of different things that have to come into play to solve the problem. And then even once we stop the generation of microfibers, we still have all the generation of microfibers. We still have all the existing microfibers pollution to contend with, which is a big challenge on its own. So I'm all that to say, I don't have the answer, but I think we can all come up with the answers that need to work in concert to make progress here. Thank you.